So, why do traders struggle with execution? What is it that's preventing us from succeeding on a regular basis? I think you can really break it down in kind of major parts here. The first is when you see the setup, but you just don't know if it's actually time to enter. Maybe it's less you're scared to enter and more just the confusion of I see where I think it's going, but I don't know the path there. So, I don't know the optimal place to get in. So, I think that's super important. And we're definitely going to talk about that. The next one is fear based. That's when you just are like, I know what I'm looking for and I think this is it, but I can't pull the trigger. You'll get this a lot if you've taken some bad trades, especially if a couple back to back, and it'll scare you out of taking the good trades. So I think it's really important to work with this fear. It's completely natural. Every trader gets it, but it's really essential to not let it rule your next trade. It's really essential to try to reset between trades and to really just take each setup in a vacuum, so to speak, on its own. So we have those two. Those are very important. And the other one is just everything feels confusing and different. So this might apply to you if you kind of trade around multiple different systems and bounce back and forth. And if you don't have a few kind of like bread and butter plays, your go-to plays, go-to setups, then you can find yourself feeling like, well, maybe this was a valid entry for this one setup, but it's not for this. And it's hard to transfer your abilities, your skill set from one setup to another. So I think that just honing it down to a few setups that are really reliable and then just really hammering those, because these are setups that still appear multiple times a week, often multiple times a day. And because of that, you can still get a lot of trading action and practice without having to dabble in a bunch of different things that maybe aren't as high probability. Maybe they don't suit yourself as a trader. So I think that's a really important aspect that's often not talked about.